Okay. The meeting is called to order. Welcome, everyone. Happy New Year. We'll first start with the invocation by Member Mercer.
Please rise.
Okay. The next order of business will be the Pledge of Allegiance by Member Lewis.
I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, in liberty and justice for all. Okay. We'll now have the roll call and determination of a quorum.
Chair Odom,
Present.
Member Lewis,
Present.
Member Mirza,
Here.
Member Bandor, absent excused. Member Mann, absent excused. Member Stewart,
Present.
and Member Schropa, absent excused. Quorum before is met.
Thank you. Okay, the next order of business will be the swearing in of officers and witnesses.
All right. Please stand and raise your right hand if you plan to speak tonight and you're not an attorney. All right. Do you and each of you solemnly swear and affirm that the testimony you're about to present shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you. You may be seated.
Thank you. Okay, next order of business will be the reading of the consent agenda.
Good evening, Madam Chairman and board members. I'm Doug Gaines, Assistant Director of Support Services. We have 3 for dismissal or in compliance, and that is 2020-02056, 2020-2152, 2020-02224, and we just had one that was added for continuance, and that's 2020-02144.
And that will be taken out of our packet. Thank you. I will now entertain a motion.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I move to accept the supplemental consent agenda as presented by the city.
Okay, can I get a second?
Second.
Okay. Okay, we have a motion made by Member Stewart to accept the consent agenda as stated by Mr. Gaines. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay.
Madam Chairman, I'd like to make a motion.
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion that I move case number 2020-02121 be moved to the beginning of the agenda and then revert back to the original agenda with case number 2020-02101
Second.
and all subsequent cases.
Second.
Okay. We have a motion by Member Lewis that case number 2020-02121 be moved forward, and then we will revert back to the case of 2020-02101 and all subsequent cases, and second by Member Stewart. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Okay. So, 20, the case will be presented by Officer, oh goodness, where are you? Diaz.
Yes.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Case number 2020-02121. Address property is 317 Lee Street in Ocoee. On October 6, 2020, I received a complaint, and I inspected the property for miscellaneous trash, debris, and unoperable, untagged vehicles at 317 Lee Street. On October 7, 2020, a notice of code violation was mailed to Sabrup Corporation at 109 East Silver Star Road, Ocoee, Florida, 34761, as identified by the Orange County Property Appraisal, for the violations of ordinance number 115-3, A 1, 2, and 3, declaration of a nuisance and menace for junk and debris. Also 165-3, prohibited acts for junk and inoperable vehicles. They were given until October 21st, 2020. On October 22nd, 2020, I re-inspected the property, finding it not in compliance with the city. On November 3rd, the property and the city hall was posted with a notice of hearing board meeting. On November 3rd, the property and city hall was posted and a notice of hearing to the board meeting. And as of today, the property is not in compliance with the city. This is the condition of the properties as of today. The pictures were taken yesterday. He's doing yard sales continuously, has all kind of stuff on the property. Property does not have electric, property does not have running water. The electric was disconnected on, it was disconnected in December, and the water was disconnected in January. So the gentleman is still living there. There's an extension cord leading from across the street, going up, turning around. It was just laying there. It wasn't connected to anything. But there is, it seems like he's getting electric from somewhere. The owner is here. She has been in contact with the city, keeping me informed, working with us. Her attorney is here today, trying to see if we can find a resolution to this tenant that will not leave and is just being a menace and to the neighbors that are there. So he can come up.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then please state your name and I guess who you're representing for the record.
Yes.
Roger Kelly from the law firm of Rush Marshall, Jones and Kelly in Orlando, and I'm here representing the property owner, the corporate property owner, ZABRPP Corporation. There is no defense as far as the condition of the property goes. The pictures speak for themselves. If anything, I rode by there about an hour ago, and if anything, it looked worse now than the pictures depict. When I rode by there, it looked like there was a man with a utility trailer with some sort of appliance in the trailer. I couldn't tell if he was buying it from the occupants of the property or whether he was delivering it to add to the junk that was there. The problem that my client has run into was the COVID moratorium on evictions. She filed an eviction, or had an attorney file an eviction for her in August. The tenant obviously read the CDC report because he filed a response that tracked the language of what the CDC order says he has to say in order to be protected from eviction. However, the CDC order only prevents, number one, it has expired as of the end of December. So we can proceed. I have no idea what the current president may do with respect to extending the current moratorium. However, if he extends the same order that was issued previously by the CDC, it only prevents evictions based upon non-payment. Because of the proceeding here, I advise my client that we would be able to proceed with an eviction based upon the not keeping the property in accordance with the city standards and causing the code eviction proceedings to be instituted. I don't think that will be a problem. I think the judge will be very amenable to that, particularly when he sees the pictures and the condition of the property. With the COVID restrictions on the court system, it's tough to estimate the time limit. I was not involved in the initiation of the eviction proceeding. I looked at the docket today and looked at the pleadings today. I am going to have to file an amended complaint in order to seek a eviction based upon the condition of the property. It will probably, I don't know if I can complete it in 90 days, 60 to 90 days, but I'm pretty certain I can at least, if I haven't completed it, I can at least give you a status report at that time as to how close we are to completing it. So I would ask that it be continued, that this hearing be continued for 60 to 90 days to allow me time to start the eviction up with an amended complaint.
So, Counselor, just to clarify, you're asking for a continuation for the tract that you're pursuing for the eviction, and that we don't actually take action as to whether or not the corporation is in violation, or did you want us to take action so that you had that for your further complaint? Just so I clarify, you just want a continuation with no action taken by the board at this time, or did you want
I think the charges
like a guilty
themselves will
verdict?
be enough to show the violation. But if the board wishes to enter a finding of violation and then stay any enforcement proceedings past that for 60 to 90 days, that would solve any evidentiary problems we would have too.
Yes, and
Okay.
also,
That's what the
Yeah.
city recommends.
that is
Yeah,
what the
that's
city's gonna recommend.
just what I wanted to.
It also
make
helps
sure.
him out too with the tenant.
Right.
So I was
I
going
have
to
a
wait for him.
So
question.
you can just give him 2 months, 3 months.
I have a question, but I have a concern about the electricity. Isn't that a danger, to the surrounding community?
I informed Progress Energy today that there was an extension cord running from one house, well, it was just across the street. So they were gonna come and take a look.
Okay.
They were gonna come and take a look at that. And the city did want to recommend $25 a day per violation, but I was gonna let him speak, and then so you can have an idea of what timing he needs, and then if 90 days or 60 days is fine with the city as well.
I think it's worth noting that this is an interesting situation considering COVID.
Yes.
And normally the machinery of the court system would have allowed these people to utilize whatever is available to them, and it's just that this, so what he said makes perfect sense
Sense.
legally speaking, and I would do the exact same thing in his situation. So as it goes legally, I would definitely agree with what's been said.
I want to ask, aside from, like what the city is recommending, but this thing is just, is there something that can be done if we follow the city's advice on extending it to clean up this thing? Or is it just gonna stay like this for the next 90 days and then, something will happen?
It really depends on what President Biden does essentially, because if there is the only thing the city can do is basically try to get this tenant out, and the only thing they can do to get the tenant out is to utilize the court system. So if that avenue is not there for them, there's kind of like a holding pattern here that we're in. As long as there's something
Rock
that's,
and a hard
and
place.
it's not safe, it's being taken care of. We talk about Progress Energy, that seems to be taken care of. Any danger we're talking about, any
Correct.
danger, but as we're getting the property cleaned up, I mean, we're talking about forcing the property owner who's already trying to do something about that with a tenant who's not cooperative and who's only not able to do anything about that because of the COVID situation. So, there's basically been a pause on everything else, so it makes sense, is what I was saying.
So,
I understand, yes.
Madam Chair.
Yes.
I would like to move that in case 2020-02121, the respondent be found in violation for code as cited as of October 21st, 2020, and be given until April 26th, 2021, that is a Monday, to come into compliance or be fined $25 per day per violation until found in compliance. That
Would you
is
rep-
3 months out from now.
Would you repeat the date?
Yeah, April 26th,
Okay.
That would be
2021.
90 days, right?
I'm not counting days. I'm
Okay.
just going three
Okay,
months
April
out from now.
26th. Oh,
And I
It
checked to
it
make
is
sure it's a
30 days,
weekday.
yeah.
Yeah, plus or minus.
Okay. Can I get a second?
I second that, yeah.
Okay, we have a motion before the board in case number 2020-02121, that the complainant, resident be given until April 26. I'm sorry.
The
Okay.
motion as stated was to cite the property as of October 21st, 2020, and be given until April 26th, 2021 to come into compliance
Oh.
or be fined $25 per day per violation.
Okay, all righty. Okay, let me repeat that. We have a motion before the board made by Member Stewart that the case, in case number 2020-02121, the respondent be found in violation of code as cited as of October 21st, 2020, and that the respondent be found, that the respondent be fined $25 per day per violation until found in compliance.
The respondent be given until April
I'm
26th,
sorry.
2021. And then
Yes, the respondent be given until April 26, 2021, to come into compliance or be fined $25 per day per violation until found in compliance. The motion was seconded by Member Mirza.
Yeah.
Is there any discussion, or would we like to vote? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
I assume the board will be entering a written order on that, to that, finding to that effect?
yes.
Yes.
And since I filed an appearance here, will I be served with a copy of that or mailed, provided with a copy?
I can, is that in your packet, your address?
It's on this, but I can give it to, Ms. Diaz.
It will be mailed, certified mail to the corporation where the other ones were. I have that here, the 109 East Silver Star Road, but I can make a copy to a second address.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, the next case to come before the board is case number 2020-02101, and will be presented by Officer Rodriguez.
Case 2020-02101, Officer Rodriguez, for the City of Ocoee. Address 1434 Vickers Lake Circles in Ocoee. On September 22, 2020, we received a web complaint for the driveway being extended without a permit. The same day, I observed the contracts extending the driveway and posted on the property a notice of violation to Greg Smalley and Belle C. Smalley at 1434 Vickers Lake Circle, as identified by the Orange County Property Appraisal, for the violation of the Chapter 51, Section 51-13. They were given up to September 29, 2020. On October the 1st, the owner called and requested an extension, and they were given up to October the 14, 2020. On October 15 of 2020, I re-inspected with the building department, and no permit was obtained by the property owner. On October 22nd, 2020, the owner called and indicated that they will get the permit today, on the 22nd. On October 27, 2020, I called the building department and no permit has been pulled. On November 23rd, 2020, still the permit was not obtained. On November 24th of 2020, I called the owner and left a message and never received a call back. On November 24th, 2020, it was presented to the board to be continued to January 26, 2021. And as of today, it's still not in compliance with the city. So it's the city pleasure for being 15 days, and after that will be $50 per day.
You said 15 or $50?
$50.
$50, okay, that's what I thought I heard.
Okay.
I feel like this board has been more than generous. I don't know if they would even want to shorten it on that or just go on city guidance. I don't know what the rest of the board feels like. Because it's been about 4 months already since the process was first initiated.
I agree.
I would, in that case.
Is this a new house or is it
No, it's not a new house.
new house?
I didn't stop the construction, but they were already done,
Okay.
so.
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion.
Okay.
I move that in case number 2020-02101, the respondent be found in violation for the code as cited as of October 14, 2020, and given until, check, January, today is 26.
February 10th.
February 9th, 2021, to come into compliance or be fined $50 per day per violation until found in compliance.
Okay. Got a
Second.
Second.
Okay. We have a motion before the board in case number 2020-02101, made by Member Mirza and seconded by Member Stewart, that the respondent be found in violation for code as cited as of October 14th, 2020, and that be given until February 9th, 2021 to come into compliance or be fined $50 per day per violation until found in compliance. If there's no further discussion, we'll take a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Okay. Next case to come before the board is case number 2020-02165, presented by Officer Rodriguez.
Here's a couple of pictures. Case 2020-02165, Officer Rodriguez for the address of 104 Olympus Drive in Ocoee. On October the 8th of 2020, we received a web complaint for the tall grass in the trailer in the garage, still viewed from the street. On October 19, 2020, I observed the trailer in the garage where the garage door cannot be pulled down since the front of the trailer passes the garage entrance for approximately 3 feet, and there was overgrown grass. On October the 20th, 2020, the notice of code violation was mailed to Clifford and Mildred Hill at 104 Olympus Drive in Ocoee, as identified by the Orange County Property Appraisal, for the violation of the ordinance numbers, Chapter 115-3, and Article 6 on the Land Development Code, 6-4 HAB. They were given until November the 5th of 2020. On November the 6th, I re-inspected the property. The grass was mowed, but the trailer was still not in compliance with the city ordinance and land development code. And as of today, they are not in compliance with the city. I went a couple of times. There's dates on the pictures. First, I went in October. That was the first observation. And as you can see, the trailer, yeah. You can see part, let me show them what's going on. See, this is where it's out of the garage, but the trailer here, yeah. Let me see.
The tongue?
Where you can see the trailer out. Part of the trailer here, see, this is part of the trailer on the outside. So it has a couple of feet. So it's still on view.
Okay,
But that's still the condition where the trailer is.
okay. May I ask, could you tell, is it all the way in the garage? Is there something obstructing it?
No, I did not go out front of the garage, no. I only saw it from the side of the street.
Okay, because what you're referring to is like the hitch
Yes.
that's outside.
Yeah, but it's the hitch from the front of the trailer.
I see.
I have a little hard time making this and this picture goes together. It says loose bricks stacked at the base of middle of island tree. What?
No, you're on the wrong one.
That case was
That's not
continued.
their case. This is who-
163?
02-165.
Yeah, that case was continued.
Yeah, that's the case that was continued.
Unfortunately, it's continued at the last second, so I didn't
Yeah,
remove it
it
from
was-
packet.
02165.
Okay, my apologies.
Okay. So apparently this is, the trailer is hitched to the truck.
No. The trailer's inside the garage.
Okay.
But it extends to a
It
point where
extends
the
out.
garage door cannot close.
Yeah, that's what you see here. What you see here is not on the truck, it's the front because the
Okay.
trailer's inside, like you can see here. But it extends it. The trailer extends
see.
where the
Okay.
boat is. This is the trailer in the front.
Yeah, code said it has to be fully enclosed if it's in a
It
garage.
has to be fully enclosed.
And the city's recommendation,
The city recommendation is the 15 days, and thereafter, if they don't come into compliance, $50 per violation. But it's only for the trailer.
Makes sense.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I move that in case 202002165, the respondent be found in violation for the code as cited as of November 5th, 2020, and be given until February 10th, 2021 to come into compliance or be fined $50 per day per violation until found in compliance.
Okay.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion before the board made by Member Stewart and seconded by Member Lewis in case number 2020-02165, that the respondent be found in violation for code as cited as of November 5th, 2020, and be given until February 10th, 2021 to come into compliance or be fined $50 per day per violation until found in compliance. Okay, I would take a vote on that. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay. Next, before the board is case number 2020-02207, presented by Officer Rodriguez.
Case 2020-02207 for the address of 608 West Street in Ocoee. October the 20th of 2020, we received a phone call complaining about the property having a trailer parked in the front yard and the vehicle parked on the grass. On October the 27th of 2020, I observed the property with the trailer parked in the front yard and a black SUV parked on the grass of the front yard. On October 28, 2020, the notice of code violation was mailed to Irma Colindres Salazar and Alvin E. Alvarez at 706 Stark Lake Circle, 608 West Street, Ocoee, as identified by the Orange County Property Appraisal for the ordinance of the Article 6-4 HAB, Chapter 168-6B1. They were given up to November the 10th of 2020. On November the 11th, I re-inspected the property. The trailer and the vehicle was still not in compliance with the city ordinance, and as of today, it's not in compliance with the city. This is the picture that I took today, the one that's in the,
Okay.
so it's the recommendation of the city for the 15 days. As per violation, $50 after that if they don't come into compliance, per violation.
Okay.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I move that in case 2020-2207, the respondent be found in violation for code as cited as of November 10th, 2020, and be given until February 10th, 2021 to come into compliance or be fined $50 per day per violation until found in compliance.
Second.
Okay. I have a motion before the board made by Member Stewart and seconded by Member Lewis, stating that the respondent in case number 2020-02207, the respondent be found in violation for code as cited as of November 10th, 2020, and be given until February 10th, 2021 to come into compliance or be fined $50 per day per violation until found in compliance. We will take a vote on that. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next case to come before the board is case number 2020-02327, presented by Officer Segrist.
I would like to pull mine down.
Bob Seegers, Code Enforcement Officer, City of Ocoee. Reference City of Ocoee case 2020-02327. The location of the violation is 5160 Woodridge Court, Ocoee, Florida. It's a citizen complaint and it's an occupied property. On November 23rd, I observed work without a permit, with a roof over in progress. Also at that time, a stop work order was issued and posted. And I'll submit exhibits A through E. On December 31st, 2020, a notice of code violation was issued and mailed to the property owner as identified by Orange County tax records as CSMA FT LLC Trust, 1850 Parkway Place Southeast, Suite 900, Marietta, Georgia, 30067. The notice was for violation of code number 51-13 and allowed the property owner until January 11, 21 to correct the violation and comply with the code. Code 5113 states permits required. It shall be a violation of this chapter for any person to do any work related to building or other type of construction work without first obtaining a permit therefore from the building department. On January 12th, I re-inspected the property and observed non-compliance. And on January 14, 21, a statement of violations, notice of hearing, and proof of service were sent certified and regular mail to the property owner by the board clerk. On January 15, 21, the property was posted, and a second posting was placed inside the lobby at City Hall with 24-hour public access. As of today's date, January 26, the property was re-inspected and observed to be in non-compliance. The city is requesting a compliance time of 30 days, followed by a fine of $50 per day thereafter if found non-compliant.
Okay. May I ask a question?
This,
With this being apparently out of state, you still go by the property owner, and this being an LLC, you do not go to the registered agent?
Well, we always go with the property appraiser and the legal owner,
Okay,
so that's what we did.
I see.
so this is the legal property owner, and a construction firm
Mr.
is-
Mirza, can you speak into your microphone?
Yeah, okay. So this CSMA is the property owner, and this work, what you saw, is being done by a contractor, or is just done by somebody?
No, I believe it's done by a contractor, but I don't know for sure.
Okay. And did you try to talk to them to see if they have permit, or their permit is not visible, and you assume that it's not, the permit is not being?
The permit would be within the city.
There's no permit listed with the city.
Okay.
Even today, there's not.
Okay,
Okay.
all right, Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion.
Okay.
I move that in case number 2020-02327, the respondent be found in violation of the code as cited as of the January 11, 2021, and be given until February 10th, 2021, to come in compliance or be fined $50 per day per violation until found in compliance.
Okay.
Second.
Okay. We have a motion in case number 2020-02327, made by Member Mirza and seconded by Member Stewart, that the respondent be found in violation for code as cited as of January 11th, 2021, and be given until February 10th, 2021, to come into compliance or be fined $50 per day per violation until found in compliance. We will vote on that. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, I hope this is good. Okay, the next case to come before the board is case number 2020-02339, presented by Officer Rodriguez.
Case 2020-02339, Officer Rodriguez for the address of 706 Stark Lake Circle. On November the 23rd of 2020, I observed the following property with an enclosed trailer in the front yard of the property. On November the 24th, 2020, a notice of code violation was mailed to the 706 Stark Lake Circle as identified by the Orange County Property Appraiser for the violation of the ordinance Article 6, Land Development Code 6-4 HAB. They were given until December the 8th of 2020. On December the 16th, 2020, I re-inspected the property and the trailer was still not in compliance with the city ordinance. I went also on January the 20th and on January the 26th, went by the property and the trailer was still there. As of today, it's not in compliance with the city. It's the recommendation of the city for the 15 days, and thereafter, $50 per violation. And these are the couple of times I did go there. This was on January 26th. This was in November of last year. I think I have another one here. Oh, okay.
And then there was no response from?
No response, no phone calls, no nothing. That's correct.
Madam,
Chair.
I'll let you have one.
You're too kind.
You can go on the record.
Thank you.
Okay,
Hey,
yes.
That's where we go rolling.
Equal opportunity. Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion.
Yes.
I move that in case number 2020-02339, that the respondent be found in violation of the code as cited as of December 8th, 2020, and be given until February the 12th, 2021 to come into compliance, and or be fined $50 per day for violation until found in compliance.
Second.
Okay. We have a motion before the board made by Member Lewis and seconded by Member Stewart in case number 2020-02339, that the respondent be found in violation for code as cited as of December 8th, 2020, and be given until February 12th, 2021 to come into compliance or be fined $50 per day per violation until found in compliance. I will take a vote. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Okay. Next case to come before the board is case number 2020-02401 and presented by Officer Loeffler.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
Good evening. Case number 2020-02401.
He's gonna knock me out.
It's like the,
Safe from COVID, but it'll kill you.
I think it's isn't that the old TV show Thunder Effect? So the violation location is 455.
Just one moment, please. Why don't we just, how about if we just move one of the other ones?
Just do not breathe for the next 30 minutes.
No, you say out. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Please proceed.
The violation location is 455 Palm Drive, and that is a wooded lot that borders the city park that is also on Palm Drive. On December 30th, we received a complaint, and I did observe miscellaneous junk debris dumped on the side at 455 Palm Drive, next to the Palm Park. On December 31st, a violation notice was posted at the location and sent certified mail to the property owner as identified by property records as the Freeman Clifford Estate. The violation notice was for City Ordinance 115-3A3 regarding junk and debris and failure to remove after notification, junk and debris. On January 11th, the property was re-inspected and found non-compliant. They were given until January 8th. On January 15th, a notice of hearing was posted at the location and sent out certified mail and posted in the City Hall lobby with 24-hour public access. I've had no contact with the property owner And the complainant was the city of Ocoee Rec Department. As of this day, it remains non-compliant. The city's looking for 15-day compliance time or $50 per day. We're also requesting that the board authorize the city to go and remove this stuff from next to the park if the city so chooses to do so.
Okay, I have a question. The way it's written seems like maybe that's not the intent. Junk, rubbish, debris dumped at 455. So somebody else throw it in, at this,
Illegally.
sorry?
Illegally onto the property right
Oh,
next to the park.
Okay, and now we are finding the property owner?
Because they were notified to come get it and they did not. That's pretty much all of code enforcement.
Something that, so if somebody decide to dump something in front of my house, now all of a sudden I'm responsible for that?
Yes.
If you've been properly noticed by the city and haven't done your,
But I'm sure if
you
you
have to speak up,
contacted me, I would work with you.
yeah, so like you would have been properly noticed and aware and told that it's your responsibility to clean up your lot. And so someone has to clean it up, and it's your property, so.
Right.
But if I'm reading this right, is this registered in the name of an estate?
Yes.
Or, okay, and.
It's a local one.
Okay,
Okay. So the property is vacant.
Oh, yes, it's a wooded lot.
Oh,
And like I said, the city's also requesting the ability to go abate it ourselves,
okay, okay.
with the cost being recorded.
Okay, what is the pleasure?
yes, Madam Chair.
Yes,
I move that in case number 2020024001, the respondent be found in violation for code as cited. Ooh, wait, I think I'm getting
on
ahead of
that.
myself there with the abatement.
violation with abatement.
Okay. Nope, that's where I am. For the code as cited as of January 8th, 2021, and be given until February 10th, 2021 to come into compliance or be fined $50 per day per violation until found in compliance, and in the event the property becomes vacant, I further move to authorize the city to abate the property and assess the cost of, to the fine.
Okay. You have a second?
Seconded.
Okay, we have a motion in case number 2020-02401 made by Member Stewart and seconded by Member Lewis, that the respondent be found in violation for code as cited as of January 8th, 2021, and be given until February 10th, 2021, to come into compliance or be fined $50 per day per violation until found in compliance. And further, that we authorize the city to abate the property and assess the cost to the fine. We'll take a vote. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Roll call.
The motion carries by 3-1.
Thank you.
For the record, can we get the roll call for that?
Yes.
All right, so on that motion, please state your, yea or nays. So, I need a pen. Got a pencil. Okay, sorry. Chair Odom,
Aye.
Member Lewis,
Yay.
Member Mirza,
No?
and Member Stewart.
Yay.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Again, motion carries. The next case to come before the board is case number 2020-01950, presented by Officer Segrist.
Bob Seegers, Code Enforcement Officer, City of Ocoee. Reference case 2020-01950. The location of the violation is 2488 Tall Maple Loop It was heard at the last meeting, and the property unfortunately remains in non-compliance. So, and there's an affidavit on file, so we're looking for an order to impose fine.
Okay.
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion.
Yes.
Madam Chair, I move that in case number 2020-01950, the board imposes the fine as of December the 5th, 2020, in the amount of $25 as previously set by this board, per day per violation.
Second.
Okay. We have a motion before the board in case number 2020-01950, presented by Member Lewis and seconded by Member Mirza, that the board impose fines as of December 5th, 2020, as previously set by this board. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Next case we have is 2020-02072, presented by Officer Segrist.
Bob Seegers, Code Enforcement Officer, City of Ocoee. Reference City of Ocoee case 2020-02072. The location of the violation is 9051 80 Mims Road. That property is in compliance, and there's an affidavit on file.
Okay, great.
No further action required.
Okay, thank
I'd like to
you.
make a motion.
No, we do not have to. We would, this, do we need to make a motion?
I don't think we
The
do.
city's not asking for any action, so no.
Right, so no.
Sorry?
Okay. There's no action required on that.
No action required. Okay, good.
Okay. Okay, our next case will be case number 2020-02148, presented by Officer Loeffler.
I'm pleased to report it is in full compliance with the board's orders within the time specified. No further action required.
Thank you. Fantastic. Okay, our next case number is 2020-02163, presented by Officer Loeffler.
Same thing, full compliance within the terms specified.
Okay, no further action? I'll check. Okay, well, with that, that concludes our meeting today. Our cases. Okay. Now, with that, we'll entertain comments. I would like to start. I want to first officially, I should have did this in the beginning, officially welcome our new city attorney, Scott George, right? Welcome, and please have patience with us. Okay, I'm looking forward to working with you. Okay, and we'll start with Member Stewart. Any comments?
Happy New Year, and listen to your health officials, and wear a mask.
Yes.
That is about all I have.
Okay. Mercer?
Okay, Happy New Year, everybody, and here we are. Hopefully this year will be better than last year, with all the new vaccine and coming out. So I like the looks of it, but I don't like the, I don't want to be wearing this, so. All right, thank you. Everybody be safe and healthy.
Thank you. Member Lewis?
Happy New Year to everyone. Welcome, Attorney George. Looking forward to working with you. And I hope everyone will continue to remain safe and healthy the rest of this year.
Okay. Justin?
I just want to thank everyone for their quick responses, specifically today, getting back to me, and, and thoughts are with our other board members who had emergencies come up today and couldn't be here, but thank you all for confirming, because once they're here, we have to pay the attorney and the TV crew for a lump sum. So we appreciate you all getting back so we can have this meeting.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Gaines?
It was a great, smooth meeting to start out the new year. Good job all the way around, and welcome to Code Board Attorney George, and Happy New Year to everyone.
Yes, okay. Any comments, Mr. George?
No, it's a pleasure to be here. I look forward to working with you guys, and, you know, if tonight is an indication of how things are gonna go, I think we'll be just fine, so.
Thank you. Okay. Officer Seekers? Yes. Okay. Mr. Loeffler?
Nothing further to add.
Okay. Well, with that, everyone, you, of course, Happy New Year. You stay safe. I want to see all of you here. And with that, meeting adjourned.